I feel like making a little money guide. Mainly because I really haven't made a money-making guide in a long-ass time. And it is time to enlighten you motherfuckers on how to make money. Even though that every single form of making money on RuneScape has already been, basically done in a guide on YouTube. But still, we're going to make a shit-titty guide. Today, we'll be demonstrating how to make an ass load of money in 1 hour. All you really have to do is just have a high range level. If you don't, well then you're fucked. Actually, you can just go and make some money some other ways that we'll make other videos on, but still. Today is going to be a little money-making Aviansie guide of knowledge and shit, and then we're going to discuss about how money-making methods are actually dying on RuneScape. Alright, now let's begin this guide portion of the video. Now, the armor that you see me currently wearing, you do not have to wear the armor. There's actually a ton of different armors that you can actually bring to fight the Aviansies. For example, you could go in full Kirill, or you could go in black D'hide. You don't necessarily have to have a chaotic crossbow. You can use a rune. It's actually, I technically really should use runes so my chaotic crossbow doesn't degrade. And also, you don't have to bring ranger boots. You can bring some, like, snake skin and shit. You don't have to bring a fucking divine because it crashes all the time and you will lose an ass ton of fucking money. And you can just bring, like, a DFS, a blessed spirit shield, an elemental shield, basically something along the line of that. And, of course, you don't have to wear a glory. You can go in kind of like or you don't have to wear a fury. You can wear a fucking glory or, some other amulet of some wonderful shit. But what you guys do see me having is my fire cape, along with full armadale, chaotic crossbow, and I kind of really went overboard on broad tip bolts. Not to mention, if you have done the quest, bring an asshole limitator to, pick up your arrows. I have not done the quest for the asshole eliminator, so therefore I do not have an asshole eliminator on my back, which kind of fucking sucks, but then again, these little broad little tips are not a lot of money. As for my inventory, you want to bring bones to Peach's tabs. You don't really need to bring 200, but you can bring however many you really desire. Bring some nature runes plus a fire little staff so you can high elk some shit. Also, I will be bringing bunyips. You don't have to bring bunyips. The reason why I will bring a super restore, so if my fucking summoning level drops or whatever, I can take a sip and summon another little bunghole. Not to mention I have some sharks in case I get injured on the journey to fucking God Wars Dungeon. Oh yes, and 2 more things that your inventory must require. Sorry, my brain was having kind of little vagina farts. You must have rock climbing boots if you do not have the teleport, and you must have a little myth grapple so you can climb some little, mountains and, do a whole bunch of hanky-panky type stuff. Let's begin the journey to God Wars Dungeon. Oh yes, and one more thing. Sorry, my brain must be having a lot of queefs today. Don't forget to bring a teleport, otherwise you will die! And you will go to hell! And then you will die again! And then you will go back to hell and you will die some more! Don't forget a fucking teleport. And we're off to God Wars. And once you have made it to the Hooba Hooba Aviansie's cave, you will notice that there are tons and tons of fucking Aviansies, the goddamn things that float in the air. So even if there's a shit ton of people around you, you're probably most likely going to be able to fucking kill a goddamn little flying asshole in the sky. Once you get here, you will want to summon your little bunghole, and you want to start killing the level 94s and 84s. Where the hell are the 84s? 84s! Ah, there's the damn 84s. Yes, so kill the 94s and 84s. Doesn't really matter which fucking thingy you have on. And that's, pretty much about it. And you sit here, and you do this for hours upon hours. And hours and hours and hours. Or until your bones to Peach's tab basically pretty much runs up. And you pretty much have to fucking, either consolidate food or basically rebank. I think the longest somebody has stayed here for had to have been, was like, I think actually somebody made a YouTube video on it. They stayed here for like 36 hours straight or some bullshit like that and made an ass ton of money. The amount of money that you should be able to make an hour here is between like 500 and fucking 750k, depending how fast you kill these things, what your range level is, how good a gear you actually bring. Not to mention, if you have an asshole eliminator, then you can basically save some more money because it will be picking up your arrows. But for the motherfuckers that have not done the quest, you know, it's it's only goddamn arrows. And oh yes, to answer some other questions some of you guys might be having is, do these things all drop the same thing? Because this thing is a level 148 asshole in the sky. This thing is another level 148. This thing's a 122. This thing is a 79. Yes, the drop ratio is the same on all these assholes in the sky. They're all equal to being an asshole. So there's no racism here, goddammit, between the levels and shit. But otherwise, yeah, this is basically my Aviansie's guide in a nutshell on how you can make between 500 and 750k an hour, which is pretty still, I mean, it's still decent fucking EXP and shit. Not to mention it's decent money if you really think about it. Because a lot of money-making ways on RuneScape are really kind of really coming to an end, which kind of really sucks balls. Okay, now let's talk about money-making methods dying on RuneScape. Do you guys believe that money-making methods actually do die on RuneScape? Yes! The reason why money-making methods die on RuneScape is because Jagex fucks us again! Yes! They always seem to do that. No, the real reason why money-making methods actually do die on this game is because they've been out for so long. God Wars have been out for so long that people literally milk the living shit out of God Wars, which means that hilts no longer are worth as much as they are because new items come out, which makes God Swords be absolute poop, not to mention PKing. You know, now you PK someone, you get a fucking God Sword. In the old goddamn days, you PK someone with an AGS, you would probably most likely get a little statue that was only worth about 750k, which kind of fucking sucks balls. But if this game is actually around 10 years from now, Aviansies probably most likely will only make you maybe only like 200k an hour, or maybe only 100k an hour, or maybe even less. Or maybe Addy bars may rise 10 years from now, and you actually may be able to make 1 to maybe 2 mil at Aviansies an hour, and be able to make about 6, maybe 7 mil at fucking Frost Dragons. You guys really never know. But anyways, guys, let me know in some nasty, dirty little comments if you think that money-making methods will eventually die off in the near future. And also, if you enjoyed and if this little Aviance guide video kind of helped you make money on RuneScape, then you can thumbs up my bunghole. Who are you? Jack Rabbit? What the fuck? That reminds me of the movie Roger Rabbit. Alright, see you motherfuckers later. Bye.